Llewellyn, WVTM 13.
Aaron, thanks. Tonight, a man is fighting for his life in the hospital after dozens of shots were fired. Birmingham police have not said what led up to the shooting, but we do know it happened around 1:30 this afternoon on 24th Street, Inslee. Officers were alerted to the scene through ShotSpotter. As of now, they believe upwards of 40 shots were fired. The victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition. No arrests have been made. And this comes as Birmingham police work to determine what led to the city's 35th homicide investigation this year. According to police, just after midnight, ShotSpotter alerted them to a shooting on 81st Street South. Once officers arrived, they found Jeffrey Padilla lying face down in the front yard of a home. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police believe this victim and a possible group of individuals had an argument that escalated to gunfire. They say the victim was a guest at the home. At this point, they do not have a suspect in custody. Birmingham police asking if anyone has information to give them or Crime Stoppers a call at the number on your screen. Well, the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office says they have a juvenile in custody after a car crashed into a house during a shooting. Now, it happened on Reese Boulevard around 11 o'clock last night. They believe the driver and the passenger were victims of a robbery that escalated to a shooting. One victim, also a minor, was pronounced dead at the scene, and the second was taken to a local hospital in critical condition. The juvenile suspect has been charged with robbery and felony murder. Now, we'll continue to stay updated on these cases and bring you more information as we get it. You can stay up to date with the free WVTM 13 app. We'll also send you notifications when breaking news is happening. On a lighter note, turning your attention to the weather right now, it is 62 degrees in the Magic City. You are looking at it from the WVTM 13 Skycam. It was a beautiful day to be outside. Meteorologist Stephanie Walker here with me tonight. Stephanie, will tomorrow look the same as today?
It's actually going to be a little bit warmer, and I think we'll have a few more clouds around, but overall the day will be similar. It will feel similar. We've got numbers currently in the 50s and 60s over much of central Alabama, so we're getting a little bit cool here in some of the northern spots with Gadsden down to 54, 55 in Coleman, close to 60 though still in Haleyville with those low 60s in the metro. We're dry, and the satellite and radar composite shows just a few clouds off to our north and west. We've got a little disturbance that's expected to swing through late tonight and into Sunday, and I think that'll help to generate a few more clouds. So overall, the sky won't be quite as bright and sunny as it was today. I think there'll be some cloudy periods, but still getting very warm. Now, tomorrow morning, we will start off kind of cool again. Some 40s in the north and northeast. Galesville at 48, 48 to Glencoe for Sunday morning. Low 50s in Aniana, Irondale 53, Winona 53. But boy, despite those clouds, we're still expected to climb into the 80s tomorrow with afternoon highs in the low 80s in some spots. 83 for Ragland, Shelby 82, Montevallo 82. Vance expected to get into the low 80s as well. We do have some storms back in the forecast. We'll talk about the timing of those coming up. Jarvis?
Steph, thanks. Now to a developing story. Military officials say Iran has started an attack on Israel in retaliation to recent deadly airstrikes. Israel's military says more than 200 drones and missiles have arrived in their airspace in a matter of hours. Now, they have been on high alert for something like this since last week when an airstrike killed 2 Iranian generals in Syria. Then Iran accused Israel of the attack, vowing revenge. As of now, President Biden is meeting with top military officials in the U.S. to discuss further steps. However, the administration is not expecting Iran to target any U.S. assets in the region. Meantime, the topic of abortion ban is once again emerging as a key focal point for the upcoming general election. This week, Arizona State Supreme Court solidified their stance on a centuries-old abortion law, prompting reaction from both sides of the aisle. Reed Binion has the story.
Former President Donald Trump did this.
Vice President Kamala Harris on Friday slamming former President Donald Trump for his role in rolling back abortion protections after the Arizona Supreme Court ruling revived a near-total abortion ban from 1864. Harris blasted Trump's remarks on state abortion bans earlier in the day.
Donald Trump just said the collection of state bans is, quote, working the way it is supposed to.
Harris emphasizing the importance of abortion as an election issue.
Donald Trump's friends in the United States Congress are trying to pass a national ban. A second Trump term would be even worse.
Despite saying while in office that he would support a national abortion ban, Trump this week rejected the idea of signing such a measure into law.
Because we don't need it any longer, because we broke Roe v. Wade, and we did something that nobody thought was possible. We gave it back to the states.
Trump insisting that letting abortion be addressed at the state level is the right approach.
Now the states are working their way through it, and you're having some very, very beautiful harmony, to be honest with you.
That despite Trump coming out earlier in the week against the Arizona abortion ban.
Did Arizona go too far?
Yeah, they did, and that'll be straightened out.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
And some breaking news coming into our newsroom right now. This out of Tuscaloosa, where Tuscaloosa police have declared the strip of the city to be overcrowded. Here is a live look at the strip right now. You can see there are some people who are still in the area. Police say people need to clear out of the area as soon as possible or face a city citation. So if you know someone that is on the Tuscaloosa strip right now, you need to give them a call or a text and let them know that police is trying to clear out the area. Well, a chance to come together and lace up those walking shoes to raise awareness for a very special cause. The annual Walk for Autism was held in Avondale Park this morning, working to spread support of Autism Acceptance Month. Today's walk served as a fundraiser for autism support in Alabama, which helps get resources and other educational tools into the community to help celebrate differences within each other. Another walk is scheduled for next Saturday in Tuscaloosa at Sokol Park from noon until 4 p.m. Well, after the break, we're rowing to the Olympics. We head to Montgomery as the canoe trials for Paris 2024 get underway this week. Stay with us. You're watching WVTM 13 News. We are live local, late breaking. Staying on top of breaking news for you here at 10, this is a look at the Tuscaloosa Strip from the Tuscaloosa Tower Apartments. Again, Tuscaloosa police asking everyone on the strip to clear out because it is overcrowded. You can see there are officers on scene right now. They will be offering or issuing citations. So again, if you know someone in that area, you need to give them a phone call or a text and let them know to clear out and go somewhere else. Well, this weekend, Olympians and Olympic hopefuls are in Montgomery vying to secure their spot for Paris 2024. WVTM 13's Emma Owen found this report as fans got a front row seat to all of the action.
These world-class athletes competing for the opportunity of a lifetime in front of a packed house. These fans filling Montgomery Whitewater to catch all the Olympic action. The crowd cheering loudly as kayakers and canoeists gave it their all on the water, navigating gates both upstream and downstream, racing toward the finish line. People like Carrie Carlson and her family supporting as they paddle on.
It's nice to see in person what that looks like and how that works with the judging and the announcements. The athletes are walking around amongst us as we're sitting here. So it's really cool to see it in person and not just an activity from the TV.
Carlson's family, one of several getting a first-hand look at the journey to Paris. And as Jed Hinckley, competition director for the American Canoe Association, explains, one athlete here could secure her spot in the games before the weekend is over.
Evie Leapbarth, she is in a position where in the one-person canoe or C1 women's class, she could, if she wins this one, make herself essentially out of reach by any other athletes, because we already had a qualifier at the World Championships last year. So athletes got points from that, and she did score points at that, so it's possible. So she won't officially be named until Oklahoma City, but she would basically be out of reach and has punched her ticket to Paris.
Now be sure to join us back here on WVTM 13 for tomorrow's events. We'll bring you coverage starting at 5. Reporting in Montgomery, Emma Owen, WVTM 13.
Now, these trials are free to watch at the Montgomery Whitewater. We'll have a schedule for you right now. We do have that schedule for you right now, actually, inside of our free app and on our website. And I have to say, Stephanie, it was a beautiful day for something like that.
I bet it felt pretty good
Oh, I know it felt good.
in the water. Yeah.
Would you do something like that?
As long as there were no rocks or stumps or things. I don't want to do it in a river, but something like that maybe. Looks kind of fun.
Swimming pool's fine with me.
It's going to get even warmer tomorrow, Jarvis. Let me show you what's in store really for the next several days. So it's actually going to gradually get more humid. Starting Monday into Tuesday, you'll definitely notice a difference, and temperatures will continue to climb as well. We got to 80 today. I think we'll be in the low 80s tomorrow, and then approaching the mid 80s on Monday and Tuesday. This is all going to be out ahead of our next front, which will give us some showers and even a few thunderstorms by Wednesday. And then another shot coming in on Friday for some rain, and then it looks like it does turn a little bit cooler heading into next weekend. I want to talk about tonight, though, and tomorrow. Kind of the big difference from today to tomorrow is that we should have a few more clouds around. This is around daybreak, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning, and you can see we get a batch of some clouds, and there may even be a few sprinkles with a couple of those clouds. And then I think we'll have plenty of sunshine before we get another batch of some clouds that kind of rolls through during the afternoon. And this forecast model has been fairly consistent in suggesting maybe we're able to squeeze out a few sprinkles or a brief light shower tomorrow in just a couple of spots. We're not looking for a lot of rain, and for most of us, we probably won't see it. We'll just likely have some cloudy periods, but don't be shocked if you do see a few sprinkles or a light shower during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, again, some clouds around, maybe a couple of sprinkles, but it will be cool, low 50s. At lunchtime, I actually think we'll have a good supply of sunshine. The wind's going to start to pick up and get rather gusty, and then a mix of sun and clouds by the afternoon and just a spotty light shower possible. For most of us, though, it'll be rain-free. And then you'll notice our rain chances coming up by Wednesday and then again Friday of next week. But look at our temperatures. Low 80s today, approaching the mid-80s Monday, Tuesday. Some scattered showers and storms on Wednesday. Right now, those don't look to be too terribly strong, but we'll keep an eye on those. Another chance on Friday. Julian?
Love the